I'm Craig Lee.
I'm
And that's Rob McGee. And this is Real Talk with Rob and Craig. I'm Craig Lee.
I'm Rob McGee.
And this is Real Talk with Rob and Craig on Thursday, May 2nd, 2024. And normally Tara's here with us, but she's got some stuff at work.
Taking care of some work stuff
Yeah.
at Destination Harley Davidson. So we'll give her the day off.
Yeah. So let's start with your horrible your dad joke.
My dad joke. All right, Craig, do you know where birds stay when they're traveling? What kind of hotel?
No.
Someplace cheap. Cheap. The birds.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Yeah.
They stay.
What do you get from a pampered cow?
I don't know.
Spoiled milk.
Spoiled.
How do moths swim?
Oh, you've got two, huh? How do moths swim?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Using the butterfly stroke.
You guys, Janet is filming for us today. She's just shaking her head at all of these.
Well, because they're horrible.
They're hilarious.
All right.
All right.
So what do you got for us, Rob?
I want to talk about 1 week from today, Thursday. Next Thursday, we are going to be, I want to remind everybody, Thursday the 9th at 7 p.m. at the Wesleyan and Suites Best Western in Gig Harbor. We are having a seminar. It's just going to run less than 2 hours, probably an hour and a half roughly. But Craig and I are going to be there. Dan Wiersma, who's the president of Harbor Wealth Management, is going to be there. Jeff Webb, who is the regional vice president of Symetra, is going to be there. And this seminar is all about planning for retirement. How does property investment figure into that? What do you need to do to make sure you'll have a secure retirement? And what pitfalls do you need to avoid? This is good for any age. If you are 80 and watching this, or 18, you should be there. Plan for your future, and it's never too late. It is completely free. We're going to have cookies and coffee, and you're going to get to hear some really good information. Craig and I are going to be talking about interest rates, what they've done, why, and what we think is going to happen. Dan is going to be talking about wealth management, and Jeff is going to be talking specifically about setting up retirement accounts and preparing for your future. It's going to be a great event. I hope everybody listening comes. 7 p.m., the Wesleyan and Suites in Gig Harbor, next week, Thursday, May 9th.
Do you know what your capacity is?
Yeah, the room seats 100. And you know, if there's so many people there that we have to have standing room, so much the better. But don't worry about finding a space. We'll find you a space. Just come. And you know what? We're going to do the whole seminar, whether it's 20 people or 100 people. So come on in. You'll be able to ask questions. You'll have literature. There's some giveaways that we're doing. We're going to make it fun and educational and informative. So
What I looked up today are some positive signs for the mortgage industry in 2024.
I really like this.
If mortgage rates are projected to drop to 6% by the end of 2024, 33% of all loans originated in 2023 can save a full percentage point or more. So that's huge.
Yeah.
It's the perfect time. The best time to refinance, in my opinion, is the closest that you've gotten to either refinancing or purchasing your home. The reason being is you don't have a bunch of equity that you're giving up. Freddie Mac proposed a home equity loan could unlock $850 billion in loan origination.
That's because of how much equity people have in their homes. Equity is at an all-time high. And that's around the country, and it's definitely true here in the Northwest.
Yep. And so this is something that because Rob and I have been doing this for so long, Janet's been around a long time. The MLOs, mortgage loan originators in the state of Washington, in 2022 got up to 32,798 mortgage loan originators. The reason being is because we had a refinance boom. By the end of that year, it was down 60%, down to 19,610. 2023 dropped down to 18,791. As per the DFI, active, now keep in mind there's inactive as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
But the active loan originators in the state of Washington is now down to 17,012 as of March 2024.
I mean, that is a huge reduction. And as Craig pointed out, why were there so many loan originators for that short period of time? Well, because interest rates, we had the COVID dip going on in interest rates, and everybody was trying to refinance their home. Banks didn't have enough loan officers to take care of the influx, so they hired in a bunch of people. These people, and I'm not trying to say anything negative about them, but they were not educated, they were not experienced, they were not professionals. They were clerks, and probably had in a normal market had no business being a licensed loan officer. And sure enough, as soon as the market regulated and interest rates normalized, all those people went out just as quick as they came in.
Yep.
You know, and one more thing, we're here. We're still here. This is year 26 for you, year 24 for me. We've helped families when rates were high, when rates were low, when inventory was high, when inventory was low. We're here. This is what we do. This is what we know. We take pains to make sure we are educated. The information Craig is just looking up and giving to you now, that's just something that a professional does, and that's what we do.
So back in, I can't remember if it was September or August, we were just talking about there was a VA client that we had, a veteran who had a loan, and they were at 6%. The loan is $300,000. Their principal and interest is $1,798.65. To do an IRRRL, the government makes us save you a half a point, or you can't do it. So, and you can't buy the rate down. That's
Yep.
the other thing.
Yep.
It has to be.
It has to be true savings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Rob called the client, and the guy said, "Well, I want to think about it." His payment would drop to $1,703, so a $95.28 a month savings. So the guy kind of hem-hauls around. I called the guy for Rob. I said, "Why you got to do this, man? This is a make sense deal." Mm-hmm. He says, "Okay, I'm going to do it." Well, he had another loan officer call him, and they talked him into not doing it because they thought that rates were going to go down. Well, this window of opportunity was just that. It was a window of an opportunity. It would have saved him. So, you know, you hear all the time, or we hear all the time, I don't need a $100 savings. That $95 savings over the life of the loan would have saved him $34,000.
Do you need 34,000?
Well, I would.
I do.
So if you say, well, I don't need it. And you know what? Listen, we are all about helping you pay your mortgage off faster. We'll give you all the little tricks and trades that we've learned over the years. If you don't need that, then keep paying it. Mm-hmm. If you don't need to skip a month's payment, pay that on a principal. Pay it the day after your normal payment hits. Yeah. Why? Because it's more principal reduction. Yeah. In addition to that, in this particular case, the client could have saved him 42 months. So three and a half years almost.
He would have been paid off 42 months early.
Yes.
By continuing to make the same payment with the lower interest
Now,
rate.
that doesn't save him $34,000.
What does it save him?
$75,000 in just principal and interest payments. I mean, is that not huge?
I mean, $75,000, if somebody handed that to you right now, that could be a life-changing amount of money.
Yeah.
Now imagine when you're getting to retirement age and all of a sudden you don't have a house payment all those years early and your savings is going to be $75,000. Would that change your retirement picture? Might it change your date of retirement? Might it change what you're able to do in your retirement? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
And the loan officer, and again, we're not criticizing anybody, but that loan officer gave him bad advice because that window that Craig was talking about closed. Now we can't meet the requirements of a VA interest rate reduction refinance loan because interest rates climbed. So now we can't save him that. He missed that chance, and hopefully it comes back around. But until it does, we can't help him with a program like that anymore. And every month that passes, he's losing another $100 because he didn't take advantage
Yeah.
of it. So
It's pretty sad that, and you're seeing it more and more. I've looked up all kinds of stuff. People are behind more right now on their mortgages than they have in many years. We're not close to the
credit card
2000
debt all-time high.
And that's what people are doing. They're either tapping into credit card after credit card, and they're thinking, well, if I can make this payment, if I can make this payment. Keep in mind, on a regular $5,000 credit card, if you're only paying the minimum payment, you're paying 29 to 30% interest, whatever it is now, for 25 years. So, and you don't get to write that off. So why would you do it that way? So the rate that you're paying, look at your whole rate picture, your credit cards, your car loan, and then combine that, and that might be an opportunity for you to do a cash out refinance, clear out all that debt, and have one payment with a lower amount. Now, even though you might be going from 4 to 5% or 4 to 7,
if you're saving money every month and your blended rate goes down, it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter. And I've told this story before, but I have somebody close to me works for a large retail company. They just changed their interest rate. They decided it wasn't high enough. It used to be 29%. Now it's 33.
Yeah.
33% interest. Credit card companies are doing that all over the country. Department store cards, bank visas, all interest rates seem to be climbing on these
Why?
credit cards. Well, because it allows the bank to make more money.
because they can.
Yeah, because they can. They changed the laws
Right.
so that
predatory
they could charge.
lending
Yeah.
laws changed.
Yeah.
Everything that you look at, if it's not going to benefit you in the big picture, and sometimes you just need to get through that next month. Sometimes I've been there, and thank God I'm in the position now where I look in the future. What? So we want to look to your specific situation and what we can do as a group that I've always said this. If you see me in Walmart 10 years from now, you don't have to worry that I made something up. You can ask me what I'm, I repeat the same thing because I'm old.
They'll be glad to see
They'll
you.
be glad to see us. And that goes for anybody in this office or Gold Financial Services, GFS Home Loans. So it's a great company. We're here to help you for your life or ours. That's the way it should be. You're not just doing a home loan. It's your home. I mean, it's a huge investment. In most cases, it's the largest investment you'll ever make, and we should make sure that you're taken care of and helped every step of the way.
And so, as we're talking, if any of this is ringing with you, gee, maybe I should take a look at that. You know what? I've got a ton of credit card debt. I'm drowning in those monthly payments. Maybe I should access some of my equity. Call Craig or I. We'll talk to you about it. We'll give you your options. Some people we talk to, we advise again. You know what? You're not in a position where this would help you. We always want to improve the position you're in. If you think you might benefit from what we're talking about, call us. We'll walk it through you. There's no obligation and there's no cost. And you can pick the brains of a couple guys who've been doing it for a while. So reach out to us.
And we'll tell you, based on your circumstances, what we feel like you should do, and what would help you and your family. Not just if you're in control of your finances, you want to look at the future. You want to look at the big picture, because it might not be that $100 a month savings that you really want to look at. It might be the $75,000 that really benefits you overall. And if what I read is true and rates drop where people could save a full point, take that same scenario and now you're saving $150,000 over the life of the loan. That's huge.
That's a lot of money. Again, life changing.
Yeah.
So, and it can tie right into your retirement plans. I really, if you are watching this video, come to this event next week. You won't be sorry.
I agree. Hey, something on personal note, today is the National Day of Prayer. I put it on my Facebook that if anybody wants Craig Lee outside of GFS, to pray for them, I've got a couple requests on there already.
You've already had several,
and
yeah, several.
I'm going to, and so it would be an honor for me to do that. It's a great weekend. Today is the most beautiful day we've had in a long time.
We're looking out at beautiful sun. You can't see it, but trust me, it's
it
there.
is.
Yeah.
Not like yesterday. Like last week.
I'm Craig Lee.
I'm Rob McGee.
That's Janet Roberts, and we're Real Talk with Rob and Craig. Have a great weekend.